So can you start by telling us your name, your grad year, and what you do on campus?
Yeah, my name is Evelyn Guzman. This is my last year, so my fourth year. I will be graduating in spring 2019. I'm a business major with a double minor in Spanish and legal studies. And I am involved as I am the ASWU president, so student body president for this year. And yeah, that's pretty much.
And you are also a scholarship recipient, correct?
Yeah, I'm a scholarship recipient as well.
So Evelyn, can you tell us, you're really involved here on campus as an ASWU president. So what is your career goal after graduation? What is the big dream?
That's something I've been figuring out overall, but I do want to be involved somehow in helping out my community. Exactly where doing that, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe at some point law school. I do want to do some type of community organizing after I come out. And
rewinding a little bit, going back to when you were in high school and before your college experience, what made you apply for scholarships at Western Oregon?
So I think the main reason why I wanted to come to Western Oregon was it's really centered on diversity, and so it made me look into scholarships and wanting to be part of this university overall. I wasn't thinking so much about how to fund it. I was thinking more about where do I want to be at, first of all, and then afterwards just realizing that there's so many opportunities and that it was going to be a barrier for me in pursuing higher education, not having the money to attend. So I think that's some of the reasons why.
And how has your scholarship, I know I've certainly seen you grow as a person over the last couple of years I've known you and been around you. How do you think your scholarship has helped you grow as a student and also as a person?
Definitely in keeping me on my toes and realizing that it's a privilege that I have that money to be attending, first of all, but also just realizing that if that is given to me, that's an opportunity for me to, grow myself as a person and in doing whatever I can to give back also. So can you repeat part of that question?
And how has it helped you grow just as a person?
Grow as a person in developing myself as a leader, but also just giving me the opportunities that I wouldn't had otherwise had. Definitely, I used to be very introverted, so getting some of that extroverted out by just being involved.
So let's imagine that it's the first day of classes fall term for a brand new freshman on campus. What would you tell them about what lies ahead?
I would tell them that there's a lot of amazing things that lie ahead if they open the doors for themselves. And that means, just trying to find opportunities within this campus to be involved in whatever they're passionate about, because there's definitely something for everyone to do. I'd say, just go with it. There's a lot of things that are going to be hard, but there's also a lot of great moments. So if you do encounter a barrier, just try to find something that keeps you motivated to keep on going, because at the end, your overall goal is to, graduate from the university.
So in talking about Giving Day, you were involved in last year's campaign that was very successful. Why should donors continue to invest in Western Oregon University students?
Western Oregon University is just an overall amazing university, and I've always said that since the first moment I got here, and now finishing my fourth year. It really has been a great experience, and I find myself, even when I'm not on campus, just talking to someone regularly, I'd be like, attend Western Oregon University. And I think that's something that you notice a lot from students that leave this institution, but also of students that are here already, where there's a lot of support from any service that is offered here. And there's also a lot of support within students themselves, with each other.
Last question. This is a fun one. And now you're in your fourth year, you've had a ton of different professors, different experiences. Who was your favorite professor and why?
Who was my favorite professor? I'd say my favorite professor was Marroquin, and he's part of the Spanish department. And I'd say that was my favorite professor because it was very easy for me to outreach and find some support whenever I needed it. But it was also having those conversations of what can I do to improve in whatever class. So I'd had him for a couple of different classes and just an amazing professor overall.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for your time, Evelyn.
Thank you.
You're all done.